Hey everyone, welcome back to Mini Bike Mike's Garage. Well, as I'm sure the thumbnail, picture, and the title of this video have given away, the weekend at Mini Bike Mike's Garage for the Spring Ride 2025 has come to an end. And what a weekend it was. Jam-packed full of adventure and excitement. So the following video you're going to see today is just going to be of the Friday night bike night. We had a ride on Saturday, and that'll be in a separate video. I decided to go ahead and split them up. I had enough footage to do that. And unfortunately, we had 40 to 45 people here for the Friday night bike night, which was unbelievable. Awesome to put some faces to names and to meet some new people and so forth, and just have that common bond of mini bike type stuff, which was a lot of fun. But when you get that many people and all the different conversations and so forth, it just all is a big jumble. And so for filming and footage and stuff, the audio is not very good. So there'll be some spots during the video where I cut to like interviews, or you hear us speaking, but for the most part I'm just going to put some music over top of all the voices, because you can't understand any one conversation anyway. So thank you to everyone that showed up. Hope you guys had a great time. I haven't even counted. I'll put it in the description of how many different states, people from different states we had. I know I think the person who drove the farthest came from nearly 12 hours away, John. But it's just a great time. I hope you enjoy the video, and then in a few days I'll start editing the stuff from the ride on Saturday and try and get a second video out for that. So this is the Cincinnati crew here.
Yes, sir. 3 little piggies.
You guys have seen this bike before. He's been to every ride I've hosted so far, and then he went to West Virginia with me, and he's going out to Utah with me. Get a shot of my teammates here. Yeah, you guys know Patrick and Stuart, so yeah, the AARP Riders. We got a new nickname now. Yeah. Oh, the little sprocket that's up that I got mounted in the front. Yeah.
Now, is that a spare, or is that just?
Yeah, it's just a spare. You're talking about this one, right? Yeah. Well, like I told the story in there earlier, I attached one of those to that ST90 that I took out to West Virginia, and it was such an attention grabber. Every time I stopped for fuel, somebody asked me, they go, well, why is that sprocket on there? So I purely put that on there just to see how many people, and probably already 4 or 5 this evening, asked me about it. You've watched Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue. This is Patrick's bike that he's been building to go out to Moab. We've got a Grom. This is Scott's SL70. I built this bike on the channel, 3 or 4 years ago, but Scott has then completely gone back through it again. He's put new tires. He had a professional paint job put on it. Still running the same engine and so forth that I had, but it's got it really looking nice. So Honda CT70K0, and then all kinds of Ice Bear champions or clone bikes are here.
I actually have an LED here, but I have a couple more places. Just gotta get warmed up. It's probably not the trailer, man.
A few more bikes have shown up. Honda MB5. That's subscriber Chris from down in Louisville. We've got multiple K0 CT70s that have been outfitted with larger engines. There's another one here. I know there's going to be at least one more. Scott from here local in Indiana, he's got a gold one, actually a bike I built a few years ago. He rode it in last year's ride. Got Stuart and Tom. Both of these guys have been to every ride I've hosted. Tom in the last couple rides had a
Honda CT 125, the Trail Cub, but he last year right, he bought one of the Michigan bikes off of me. And
look at the beautiful job.
look at this thing. Can you believe that's one of those bikes I pulled from Michigan? Wow. Very nice. How much have you ridden it?
Actually, I just got it finished.
Oh, you just
a
finished?
month ago.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So maiden voyage here, really.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, I don't have.
It's a shakedown cruise.
I bet I don't have 25 miles. on
Okay.
it.
Well,
So
we're going to do
I'm
what,
hoping
4 times
everything
that?
goes good.
Oh, it'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Be just fine. Well, hopefully it gets this out of its system tonight. Still looks good for tomorrow. We're not showing any kind of rain in the forecast, but we're getting a little bit tonight. But these guys don't seem to care. I'll be out there. Hey everybody, this is my dad. A lot of you asked about him after he had his little accident and so forth, but I think you're doing pretty good now, aren't you? Yeah, he's pretty well fully recovered, and so glad to have him here tonight. Cool about the detail that these things have. Look, the handlebars even fold down. I think the kickstand folds. Yeah, look. It does. It says Honda on the. Yeah. Subscriber Scott here with me, and this is a bike that I built how many 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and Scott bought this, and you rode it last year in the spring ride, if I'm not mistaken or correct. He's done some things to kind of, you know, make it a little bit better, but still running, everything's still good on it. Yeah, awesome. Well, we're very happy to have you back for another ride. Yep.